What's going on, guys? Tanner back here bringing you another video. What I got for you guys today is we're going to be going over, as you can tell from the title of the video, found an article called "The Air Force Now Has Its Own Tattoo Shop." When I saw this, I immediately wanted to make a video on it because when I read this article, I thought it was really cool and it was the first of its kind, so I figured we'd make a video about it. Before we get to this video, I'd like to just take a moment to say thank you very much for the support these last 2 to 3 days. We've gained almost 100 subscribers. We've been absolutely killing it on the videos. The watch time has been over 5.5 minutes of video, which is the highest it's ever been on the channel. I greatly appreciate all of the continued support. If you guys can continue watching the videos all the way to the end, it really helps out the channel. It really helps it grow and everything of that nature. Before we get going as well, if you guys could smash the like button for me and subscribe if you are new and turn on the post notification bell to know when we continue to post videos. We post about 4 to 5 videos a week, whether that be fitness content, military content, or whatever it may be. We are the most up-to-date channel on YouTube about the Air Force and everything to do with it. So turn on the notification bell to know when we post videos and stick around and be part of this amazing community. Without further ado, let's get right into today's video. So the title of this article is "The Air Force Now Has Its Own Tattoo Shop." This is from militarytimes.com. Getting a tattoo is as much of a rite of passage for military personnel as the ritualized and oftentimes scalp-gouging buzz cut at boot camp. And while barbershops have been a mainstay on bases around the globe, soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines have never had the convenience of on-base ink until now. Nellis Air Force Base, located near Las Vegas, officially opened its own tattoo shop on September 4th. Now, if being in Vegas for the first basis to be on doesn't just say everything, I don't know what does. I mean, you picked a base in Vegas to have a tattoo shop. Pretty much you walk outside that base and there's going to be like 70 tattoo shops with some of the best artwork you're going to find. So hopefully whoever got the job at this tattoo parlor on base is really top notch and is going to have some good quality ink for the airmen that are going to get tatted up. "We are always leading from the front and finding new ways to improve the quality of life for our airmen," reads a Facebook post. Team Nellis is now home to the first tattoo studio on an Air Force or Army installation. So maybe they have one on a Marine installation or something like that, first of Air Force or Army. Maybe the Marines have one. I have never heard of one. If any of you guys know of a base that the Marines are stationed at that has a tattoo parlor on it, let me know in the comment section below. Right here's a picture of the tattoo parlor. I'll put a picture of it on the screen right here so you guys can see this photo. The headline for this says, "We are always leading from the front. Team Nellis is now home to the first tattoo studio on an Air Force or Army installation. The studio is open Monday through Sunday from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. 7 days a week, about 7.5 hours a day, so they can probably get in 1 to 2 people a day depending on how big the studio is." The Air Force, which previously had strict tattoo policies, lifted some of its restrictions in 2017. The policies were as followed. Airmen were previously not allowed to have tattoos on the chest, back, arms, and legs that were larger than 25% of the exposed body part. So if you showed up at MEPS and you had a giant bald eagle across your chest showing how patriotic you really are, and that bald eagle had the wings spread across and it covered your whole chest and down your stomach and stuff, if it's over 25% of the exposed skin when you take off that article of clothing, you would not have been allowed to come into basic. You wouldn't have allowed to be in the military. So now they have changed those regulations to the following. Now they can have full tattooed sleeves on their arms or large back pieces if they so choose. They still don't really want you having it on your chest, but if you want a large back piece or sleeves, more power to you. And while that move gave the go-ahead for personnel like Nellis-based airmen to finally get that full back piece of an A-10 Warthog, personnel still needed to drive the 12 miles to the Las Vegas Strip to get it done. The Las Vegas area has numerous tattoo parlors that are popular with Nellis airmen. Like I said before, you're in Vegas. They have some of the best tattoo shops in the world. Nellis spokesperson Lieutenant Colonel Brian McGarry told Military Times, "The decision to open a tattoo parlor on base was the brainchild of the 99 Force Support Squadron. By providing tattoo services on base, we can ensure our artists follow the AFI tattoo guidance when providing service for active, guard, and reserve airmen." So they basically did this because I guarantee you a lot of airmen were going onto the strip and just getting outrageous tattoos that were not within guidelines. And now they're trying to do this so airmen will just go on base. They'll be able to follow the guidelines and they don't have to worry about, A1C Timmy Turner over there going and getting a gigantic titty tatted on his back. They know that they'll be good if they go to this shop. According to McGarry, Nellis is also in the process of opening a second tattoo parlor called Nellis Inc., which will employ independent tattoo artists from across the Las Vegas Valley that will provide unique talents at a reduced price to Nellis personnel. So they're not even going to pay full price for ink. That's even cooler. So you're going to put the parlor on the base, the studio, and then you're not even going to charge full price for ink. You're going to make a lot of money. Now the question is, who gets the money? Does the Air Force get the money? Do the tattoo artists get the money? Where does it go? How is this actually going to work? So let's figure that out. The establishment of a tattoo parlor on Nellis Air Force Base is tied directly to airman morale, McGarry said. People enjoy expressing themselves through tattoos, and Nellis airmen are no different. So it's a morale thing. So instead of, having like barbecues or, anything else that would boost morale, you're going to put a tattoo parlor on base to make money off of airmen. I'm not buying that one, Chief. Not buying that one at all. There's plenty of other ways to boost morale than try to get airmen to give you money instead of going off base for their preferred tattoo. It remains to be seen whether the Air Force's unique decision will compel the Army, Marine Corps, or Navy with its storied ink history to do the same. Ships, anchors, swallows, mermaids, turtle shells, and more memorialize special memories or career milestones at sea, such as crossing the equator or eclipsing 5,000 nautical miles for the first time. Much of the American traditional tattoo and flash style used today originated during the first half of the 20th century thanks to the work of an artist named Norman Keith Collins, better known as Sailor Jerry. If you guys have heard of Sailor Jerry, if you're 21, you most likely have. Collins, who enlisted in the Navy as a teenager and sailed in the Pacific in the 1930s, meticulously crafted his style over more than 4 decades of tattooing clients and sailors principal among them. Will the ritual of crossing the equator soon come with fresh ink, courtesy of the Steel Beach artist? No matter what the future holds, it's a bold move for the Air Force when considering the clientele. What is surprising about this is that the Air Force is the first one to do it. I would have assumed, the Marines would have done this first, since everyone in the Marines pretty much leaves with tattoos. Same with the Army. I'm surprised the Air Force is, because they're a little more strict about pretty much everything. So them doing this to begin with kind of threw me off. But I kind of get why they're doing it. And I also get why they put it in Vegas first to see how it's going to do and see if it's going to deter people from going off base and spending their money. And the Air Force wants to get that money instead. More tattoos are often referred to as stupid stamps for a reason. For the Impulse Junior Enlisted Airmen, accessibility to a lifetime of regret just got a whole lot easier. So, like I said before, the idea of it being morale, the way this article is written, that whole last sentence pretty much sums up what I thought from the beginning. More tattoos are often referred to as stupid stamps for a reason. For the impulsive junior enlisted airmen, accessibility to a lifetime of regret just got a whole lot easier. So you're trying to make it easier for airmen to get tattoos that you think they'll regret. I don't think the Air Force should get involved in things like this at all. I don't think there should be tattoo parlors on military installations. Because what happens if someone gets, sick, or the artist for some reason uses the same needle on multiple people and someone gets sick, or staph infections, or whatever it may be, something goes wrong and an airman gets sick, they're not getting, they're not going to be able to sue the Air Force. They're not going to be able to sue the tattoo parlor. I don't think getting involved in this was the smartest idea. It's cool that they're doing it. It's a cool concept. But it sounds like they're doing it for the wrong reasons. It sounds like they want to do it as a discount price so that airmen will go there instead of off base so they can make money, because there's money to be made there. It sounds like they're promoting the idea. I don't know. I don't know how I really feel about that. The way that article was written was written kind of poorly at the end of it. If you guys have any other ideas or thoughts about the way the article was written, I'll link it in the description so you guys can go ahead and check it out as well. Let me know what you thought of it. Let me know if you think it's a good idea. Let me know if you think it's a bad idea, or what you think of it in general. If you guys did enjoy this video, though, please smash the like button. Leave a comment of what you thought, like I said before. Let's have a discussion in the comment section below. I love interacting with you guys. I appreciate every single one of your comments. I read every single one. I like every single one. Makes my day better reading all those things you guys send me. Like I said earlier, subscribe if you are new. Turn on the post notification bell to know when we post a video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. I love you all. Stay safe and have a great day.
I got a feeling you niggas don't like me. I'm talking vacation, this shit can get pricey. They know I'm the greatest, my nigga, that's psyche. I do it, just do it like Nike. Needed some help, she started twerking. She said that it's mine if I go put the work in. I secured the bag and I bought her a Birkin. No, I can't swim, so I drown in the ocean. This is the mask, I'm doing the most.